Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can tell, I'm no longer in my place in Davis. I am back home in Auburn. I am on my summer vacation and it's been nice. I don't have to spend so much time working on school projects or go to classes. Things have been really fun recently. I recently played my first tournament in almost a year at Laguna Creek. I'm doing my camp from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. I have the pleasure of working with a lot of young, nice students. They're not the most experienced or tournament ready, but they're very good listeners and they're getting better all the time. So that's really fun. And yeah, things are going well. I thought I'd give you my brief thoughts on the most recent Laguna Creek tournament that I did. First, I'd like to say shout out to Laguna Creek and all the directors. I thought they put on an excellent tournament, and I'm really happy with the amount of players and the quality of players that signed up. I think it made it an amazing tournament for everyone. The draws were excellent, and every draw too, mixed doubles, men's doubles, women's doubles. Men's singles was especially an excellent draw, and the women's singles as well had some amazing players, great competition. I thought I'd get in a little bit to my thoughts. Obviously, I didn't see every match, but I got to see a lot of the men's singles, some of the women's finals, and a lot of the doubles between the men's doubles and the women's doubles. Not a ton of mix, but I did see some good matches for that as well. I'll start off with the men's singles. I thought it was an excellent tournament, extremely deep draw. From the last round of 32 and the round of 16, it was an incredibly deep field. There were so many good players. I think almost everyone was an 11 UTR or up from like the last 32 or the last 16 in the tournament. So very impressive to see. I remember we were only in the quarterfinal stage, and someone asked me like, what colleges are these players from that are playing in the quarterfinals? And I went through the list, and it was like Yale, Duke, UCLA, Harvard, UCLA again, USC, UC Berkeley, and UC Santa Barbara. All top-notch colleges, all excellent teams. So to see representation in a local tournament from so many different schools, from such competitive players, was super exciting to see and really good for the tournament, really good for the fans. I know a lot of people actually showed up at the tournament specifically to watch some of the later matches, and everyone was really impressed with the level of play, as was I. I also played in the tournament myself. Not a deep run for me, especially my first tournament back. Even if you feel like you're hitting good, it does not mean you're tournament ready. It does not mean you're match ready. My conditioning wasn't 100%. I was certainly a little bit fatigued by the time I got into doubles, and you just don't have like all the details of your game ironed out. Even if it feels like you can hit a forehand, you can hit a backhand, you can hit a volley, you can hit a serve. It's just not all gonna be together in the variety of scenarios and a match pressure situation, but very fun all the same. I think at some points I was feeling a little bit discouraged, but at the same time it was really fun. I think the tennis is such a nice community. A lot of people were very nice to me, very supportive. A few people even shouted out my Instagram channel, so that was appreciated. Must mean that some people are enjoying it. But enough about that. A little bit of my thoughts on the tournament. One thing I'm noticing in tennis is that I don't know if it's just my time off or my first time seeing high-level tennis in person, but it appears to me that the game is getting faster and faster and bigger. There's always been like power players in the past, but there's certainly been a lot of like grindy, consistent, kind of grind out the point types of players. I didn't see a lot of that. I mostly saw power, aggressive tennis, people going for their shots, excellent intensity, and really trying to play fast, like a greater emphasis on speed, offense, and aggression than on consistency or grinding out points. Not that people weren't consistent, but there definitely seemed to be a concerted effort on offensive, fast, aggressive tennis. And it's a little bit overwhelming to the opponent, but I think it's great to see. And I think that's what we're seeing on the professional tour right now. The game is getting faster and faster, and we're seeing that trickle down to the levels a little bit lower. Tennis is getting faster, it's getting more aggressive. Doesn't mean everyone has to be a fast, aggressive player. to be successful, but that definitely seems to be the direction that the game is headed. So consider working on your offense, consider on ways to pick up the pace of your shots, to apply more intensity, more pressure. It's really going to pay off, and it can overwhelm the opponent. I've seen it firsthand that like all the best players, at least at that tournament, taking the ball very early, looking to end the point as quick as possible, not simply just getting the ball back in play. So very high level, great serving as well. So that's what I thought of that. In terms of, I'll talk a little bit about the winner, Mitchell Lee. He's a young player. I've gone to the Laguna Creek Tournament a few years, and I've seen some of the winners. I know, what was his name? Arthur Newhouse, I believe, a player from Santa Clara. I saw him win it one year. Andre Volgin, he's a senior. Well, actually, he's going to USC now, but he was a senior at Davis. I've seen him win the tournament. I'd say Mitchell Lee is the youngest player I've seen win that tournament, or youngest player I've seen win a tournament of that caliber. A pretty good caliber, not futures or college championships or anything, but certainly a very, very good level. And to win at a tournament like that at his age is very impressive. And regardless of the winning the tournament result, the level he showed is very impressive at only 17 years old. He really has an extremely complete game. It's very hard to find any weakness in his game. He's great at absorbing pace. You can't really out-hit him on the court, it feels like. He doesn't feel the pressure of fast speed or an intense heavy ball. He's extremely good at absorbing it, trusting his hands, holding his ground. Something he did against Luca Liu in the final, who was playing an excellent tournament, by the way, had some amazing wins. Mitchell was very good about backing deeper in the court if he was under pressure, going far behind the baseline, giving himself more time to chase down balls, forcing Luca to hit an extra shot, an extra volley, an extra overhead. Obviously, he doesn't always win those points, but getting those extra balls back in play, it's definitely going to win him a few key points here or there. But regardless of that, it shows excellent court awareness and a really good understanding for strategy. I thought he was really smart about when to stay consistent in the rallies, but also when to turn up the heat, when to go for his shots, and when it's like in his ability to recognize when he had an opportunity to put pressure on the opponent. He was very good about being consistent when he needed to be consistent, but still taking advantage of the opportunities he got. And his conditioning I was extremely impressed with his level of conditioning as well. Sometimes that's very hard to do at a young age, only 17 years old. And he has a rather like slender build too. I'm sure he hasn't like filled out to his full capacity yet. But yeah, incredible physical performance. I almost feel like he got better every match I saw him play. I didn't see every match he played, but from quarterfinals on into the finals, to me it looked like he got better and better and almost more physical, more intense, better footwork, better racket head speed with every match he played. It was very hot that weekend. It was bright, it was sunny, the conditions were difficult, and he was doing doubles on top of it. So to maintain that level of physical performance, that intensity for that long in those conditions at that young of an age before he's even physically developed, I thought is very impressive. The last thing I noticed about him, he's extremely mentally composed. I think tournaments, like your mindset and how you're exuding your psychological energy and your willpower and determination onto a match is extremely important. And it 100% has to be done the right way. And it's a very fine line to draw. You can't be too laid back. You can't be too relaxed. You can't be too chill. But you also can't be too hyped up. You can't be too amped. You can't be too tense on each shot and too over aggressive. I thought he did a very good job mentally handling the slow moments of the match, the points where he wasn't playing as well, the points he was playing good, not overreacting or draining his own energy when he was being successful. I thought he was extremely even temperament and mentally controlled throughout the match. And he has this sort of quiet confidence about him. Like he also draws a very good line between not doubting himself, being confident, but not being overconfident to the point of arrogance. He looked like, I've never talked to him, I never spoke with him, but he looked like he did a great job of balancing the confidence, the belief, the self-assurance in his game without being cocky, arrogant, taking any match or any point too not seriously, or without enough intensity or conviction. He did a very good job of balancing his belief in himself without pressing or panicking if things weren't going well. So his composure was incredible at his age, managing his emotions throughout the tournament, peaking at just the right moments, not wearing himself out too early in the tournament psychologically, not being too relaxed and laid back to the point where the opponent hurt him. He maintained an excellent mental and physical intensity throughout the tournament, and he is a very complete player. He really has all the skills, and he is exciting to see someone fairly local playing so well at his age. I've seen him play a few tournaments before, but this is certainly the best I've seen him play. I'm really happy for him that he won the tournament, and he's definitely going to be a player that I'll keep my eyes on. If you don't like Mitchell Lee, I'm sorry, I don't mean any offense. I'm sure you're a great player too. I don't know him personally on much about his character, but it's hard to argue that he's not a great player. Enough about him though. I saw the women's singles final a little bit. Shout out to Zoe Olmos. She played an excellent tournament. I'll just say a little bit about her. I've seen her play before, and she's had some tough draws, faced some tough competition, but she's a very competitive player. I can tell she really has a lot of fire and intensity to win. She's a very physical player. She's a great mover, great ball striker, brings great intensity and great effort and competitive spirit into each point. And I'm really happy for her to win a tournament like this. I don't know a lot about her results, but she certainly deserves it. And she's been working very hard for a long time, been playing hard for a very long time. And she's a great addition to the women's tennis in the local area. Very skilled, very competitive, similar to Mitchell, a very complete player. Excellent hustle, excellent movement, great understanding of angles. So couldn't be happier for her. Shout out to Emon van Lobenstels and Adarsh for winning the men's doubles finals. I didn't see a lot of that match, but they played really well. They're obviously both very good players. I believe they were the 1 seed, so I'm sure they were one of the favorites to win the doubles draw. But nonetheless, they faced some tough competition, and they executed. Doubles is a little bit of a weird draw. Obviously, a lot of the people that play singles also play doubles. Both Emon and Adarsh lost in the quarterfinals, and like not to take anything away from them, but perhaps that played a slight advantage to them. I'm sure some of the other players were a little bit fatigued, but they are excellent doubles players, and they're both representing UCLA, both nice people, so certainly deserve to win, and I'm really happy for them. Saw a little bit of the girls doubles. I saw, I believe Maria and Angela Ho win the doubles tournament. They're two excellent players. Definitely the best women's doubles team in the draw. Shout out to my local players, Allie and Ashley Isaac. Like I think when I was growing up, those were probably the only two like really top players I had the chance to be around and grow up with as I was training and as I was developing as a player. Really big shout out to them. They're both like very nice people, and they play really smart, really high IQ tennis. Neither of them have the biggest serves or the biggest ground strokes. Ali Isaac has a pretty good forehand and a weapon off that side, but I definitely can safely say that they weren't the biggest hitters in the draw. Probably weren't the top two, but they were very smart about their court positioning, their teamwork, and their skills at the net. I think a lot of like female players are more comfortable at the baseline than they are at the net, but they did a great job of taking the players with maybe better or faster ground strokes than them, but putting the pressure on them, taking the net, switching the dynamic, the style of play on the opponents, and taking them off guard, and really bringing excellent volleys, excellent doubles tactics and strategies into their matches, really executed at a high level, and played really smart, really fundamentally sound doubles. So congratulations to them. I don't remember on the top of my head who won the mixed doubles, but I believe it was the Chim sisters. Or not Chim sisters, obviously. The Chim brother and sister. They're both excellent players. Don't know either of them personally, but there's not really a lot to say about that other than they're excellent players. Really good from the baseline, powerful players. Again, the game is just getting faster and faster, more intense, more offense. So great to see. So just an excellent tournament. Definitely an exciting chance for me, my first time back at a live tennis match. It's not the same as watching on tennis TV or watching DirecTV the pros. It's really special to see live in person with players you know, and the little things and the mental and physical energy that goes through maintaining yourself throughout a tournament, winning close matches. I thought everyone's doing a great job, training really hard, and it shows on the court. So keep working hard, keep thinking about ways to improve. Keep in mind that I feel that tennis is getting faster and more aggressive. It's certainly not the only way to play, but it could be an advantage in the direction tennis is heading. A few takeaways though: if you are playing someone fast and aggressive, you have to get the ball up in the air, you have to keep it deep. You cannot play short and you cannot play down the line on defense. Even if you hit the ball fast and quick down the line, the best players will hurt you. If you hit it fast and short, the players are just too good with their hands now, too powerful to not hurt you on the ball. Not every player is going to hurt you in the draw, but if you're playing the top players, if you hit fast, short, cross court, or especially down the line, they will hurt you and you will be on defense. So look to attack, but when you can't, keep it high, keep it deep, keep it cross court, and you'll give yourself a much better chance to stay in the point. A lot of players are bringing a lot of power, but usually if you hit a high quality shot on your own end, high over the net, deep in the court, with weight, with heaviness, most likely you will at least keep yourself in the rally and stop the opponent from hurting you or immediately ending the point. So congratulations to everyone in the tournament. Good or bad, disappointed, happy. Don't let anything discourage you or stop you from your training. There's obviously more tournaments coming up in summer. It's a great time to play, so I hope to see as many people out at the next tournament at the next tournaments as possible. So best of luck to everyone, and I had a lot of fun. See you next time. Bye.